Hi, Joe Palmer here. Today is Thursday, February 1st, and it is the start of my getting back on a sustainable diet plan that I quite frankly had fallen off of last year and just put on a bunch of extra weight. Just to let you know, I weighed myself this morning, and they say the thing you're supposed to do when you get up in the morning is weigh yourself, before you have your breakfast and all that other stuff. Anyway, I'm really embarrassed to say this, but the scale tipped off at 252.3 pounds. That is beyond overweight. That's just flat out being obese. And I recognize it. I recognize it when I look at some pictures of myself. I recognize it during activities I can't do, that had I lost more of this gut, I'd be able to do it. Had I stayed on the diet plan I was on last year, I wouldn't be having any issues. But it is what it is. And so today, I am officially back on my Mediterranean diet plan. It's a little bit modified, if you will, from what a lot of the books will tell you and what have you, but the principles of what I'm going to be doing over the coming months is the same as a Mediterranean diet plan, because I've said this before, a diet is really what you eat. If you eat pizza all day long, if you eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all day long, that's your diet, And the Mediterranean diet, you can Google it. It's been talked about all over the place. Mainly vegetables, fish, very little, if any, red meat, and that. So I think it's one that worked for me in the past. I lost weight at a reasonable rate. So I guess the first thing that you got to look at when you start off on any diet, I don't care whatever diet plan you go on, is to establish some goals for yourself. How many calories do you need to sustain your current weight? How many calories do you need to consume to lose weight? And then how many calories do you need to maintain that weight once you achieve your goal? Now I'm going to throw in this, caveat emptor. I am not a doctor. I am not a nutritionist. If you've got issues, talk to your doctor, talk to your nutritionist. I've just Googled a bunch of stuff and have come up with this plan, and it works for me, and this is my own doing. Everything you need to do is up to you, but what I found useful was a website from the Department of Health and Human Services, and I'm going to put the link to it in the description, but it's to the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, and what it is a basic plan for calories intake that will help you decide or come up with what you need to consume in a day to achieve a certain weight over a certain amount of time. I strongly suggest that you develop some kind of a plan. I myself printed out 2 plans from this site because the goal that I established may have been a little bit more aggressive than possible, and so I set 2 weights that I would like to achieve by a certain date, and it printed out how many calories I need to take in every day to reach that goal and then to sustain that goal. So There's a lot of different things on the web that you can go to help you find that out. The other thing that I discovered and looking at this Mediterranean diet plan, there's a lot of books out there, and I bought a couple of them at the time when I was cooking for more than one. Now it's just for myself. And so I've got to be a little bit more looking at what my ingredients or what the plans are for how many servings you get out of something, and what's the longevity of making something. I mean, if something delivers 4 portions, well, okay, I'll eat a portion. Well, how long will the other 3 portions stay in the refrigerator? You know, those are things that you've got to consider for yourself. But I'm going to try to do every day, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not, a real quick video on what I ate the day before and how many calories it came out to be, and what I did as far as a basic planning for the day, and how things turned out as far as snacks and all that other sort of good stuff. I will say that this morning, here's a picture of what I had for breakfast, but basically it was a piece of Dave Killer bread, which is a whole grain bread. So you can have bread on the Mediterranean diet plan. There's a glass of orange juice, not from concentrate, 100% pure orange juice. There's a chicken link sausage in there, that 1 egg, and I didn't realize this, but it's recommended that you only have maybe 3 to 4 eggs a week on this plan. So, you know, I'll try to stay with that. I have started using some heart hemp, you know, stuff you sprinkle on it, you know, make things a little bit better for you health-wise. I put some Greek yogurt on the toast instead of butter. I've gotten off of butter altogether. So that was there. And then I cooked the egg and avocado oil. Why do I use avocado oil sometimes to cook? Because it works better at a higher heat. I do use olive oil as well. But in any case, this, along with my coffee and cream and, you know, sweetener, came to 850 calories for the day. Now, my target goal is supposed to be, and I got to take another look at this, to attain the weight that I want, around 1,500 to 1,800 calories a day. That doesn't leave a lot of calories, one would think, 1,000 calories. What can you do on 1,000 calories? Well, you know, tomorrow I'll do a video on what I had to round out the day, but it is possible. I will say also that starting this diet is not going to be inexpensive as far as ingredients are concerned, because I've decided to go 100% organic. I'm not eating any processed foods at all, so soups like, you know, from Progresso or anything, and there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, you know, they're good soups, but they've got additives and that you know, shouldn't be taking in, I guess, and so I'm going to try to keep everything as 100% nutritionally of value with no additives, and it's not going to be a vegan diet, but it'll be kind of close to it. The other thing I just discovered was that the blender I had finally gave up the ghost, and so I took the splurge and I bought a Vitamix blender, and there's a lot that you can do with a blender. It doesn't have to be a Vitamix, and again, whatever you use. But there's a number of recipes that are, very Mediterranean friendly, if you will. So at the end of the day, we'll just see where all this pans out. But one of the keys to going on this diet is that I've got to stay on it. I've got to focus, and I've got to, drive by the McDonald's, drive by the Taco Bells, and all those other places that, quite frankly, when you look at what they give you, a lot of it is just not plain healthy. And I'm not on, one of those kicks about, everybody's got to be healthy, but we'll just see what happens. And appreciate any comments, suggestions you have as we go along, and please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that. Go a long way, and making things feel that I'm doing something worthwhile if more people take a look at my videos. But it is what it is, like I always say, my favorite phrase sometimes. So anyway, I hope you do well. I hope you're staying well. Stay safe, and God bless.